Hello, welcome to Poker Room Review, your guide for live poker rooms all across the world. In each episode, we review a live poker venue, discussing the important things you need to know when planning your next poker destination. For each venue, we review a range of characteristics, including location and access, game options, service and experience, and Rake and Rewards. We also discuss any rules, quirks, and issues relating to each location. Today, we are in Bonnie, Ireland, at the D1 Casino in Dublin, a short walk from the city centre. Dublin is an absolutely gorgeous city, whose physical size is in no way equal to its fame. Sprawled though it is, Dublin is remarkably walkable, boasting some of the most beautiful architecture, lush landscapes, and rich cultural inheritances anywhere in the world. You don't need poker as a reason to visit the Republic of Ireland. However, the D1's Casino's poker room is located there. We've reviewed it, so let's get into it. Category 1, Location and Access. D1 Casino is situated in Phibsborough, approximately a 15-minute walk from the city centre. Dublin's airport is my absolute favourite in the world. Whether arriving or departing, it's remarkably efficient. Queues are processed quickly and staff are friendly. It's a great welcome to country. From there, a bus costs around €8 to get to the city centre. It's a smooth ride of around 25 minutes. You pass the D1 Casino en route, so you know where to find it. The D1 Casino is located on the outskirts of the CBD, and there are plenty of food options near the casino, both local and international. Once there, you need to sign up for a membership, so bring your passport. They also take a fingerprint scan, which you'll need to check in each time thereafter. The casino is divided into two levels: the ground floor where gaming machines are located, and the underground level where all the table games are, including poker. Once in the poker room, you register at the booth and cash in and out at the same place. Accommodation in Ireland can be a bit on the pricier side, obviously reflecting the quality of the location, though you'll find other expenses like food and transport quite reasonable. Overall, the location is fantastic, easy to get to, and an absolutely gorgeous city. If I had to nitpick, I'd say the casino itself is a bit drab and could really use an internal facelift, but this is pretty minor. D1 is also kind of easy to miss because as you're walking by, there's little to show that poker is a major offering, especially if you show up during the day. For location and access though, 4 stars. Category 2, Game Options. With a solitary exception that I'll come to later, all poker at D1 is cash games. Usually 3 Hold'em tables will get up, plus a pot limit Omaha. Most Hold'em games are €1-2, but play much bigger than that. These games are completely uncapped. Most people buying in for several hundred big blinds, with plenty of straddling and even double straddling. Omaha is even bigger, with players often having €1,000 to €2,000 behind. What's more, every dealer change there is an optional €15 double board bomb pot, which naturally generates plenty of action. The first Hold'em table to get up will play 10-handed, while the rest will have 9. More drastic, however, are the opening hours. While the poker room is open every single day, note that the underground area is only accessible from 7 p.m. onward. Poker getting up around 7:30 each night. If you show up at 7, you'll get a seat immediately when the table opens. Otherwise, you might have to wait a while for a second table or third to open up, or for a seat to become available. This limitation strikes me as bizarre since there's clearly sufficient demand for games to start earlier, especially on weekends. However, this seems to be common in Ireland, so I'm not sure if it's some kind of regulation. In any case, for game options, 2.5 stars. 3, Service and Experience. This blew me away. D1 Casino feels like your local tavern innkeep rather than a typical gaming establishment. Staff are friendly, engaging, with a real home game vibe. It's a genuine community that you won't generally see outside of community poker leagues. In terms of service, fantastic. All drinks, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, beer and wine are all free. Service is accessible and immediate. Finger food is also brought out for free from time to time, with an additional food menu being offered with extremely reasonable prices, nothing more than 7 or 8 euros. The space is roomy. While poker does share its area with roulette, blackjack, and craps, overwhelmingly it's dedicated to poker, for which the other games are essentially extras. There's a large kitchen area with an accompanying dining tables en route to the bathroom. The whole atmosphere is spacious and chilled. Most of all, the player pool is just great. The Irish hospitality is truly phenomenal, and just about everyone was welcoming and friendly. Celtic tables can get a bit chatty, and I learned a lot about the city, what to see, how to get around, things I could easily miss just from the friendly players wanting to have me have a good time while in their city. In short, it feels like the people there want to have an enjoyable entertainment experience, not just take everyone's money. And if you're new to Dublin and need some direction, the poker table at D1 is a fine place to get local knowledge. The tables, felt, and chips are all great quality, quite comfortable, and TVs are up around the walls for distraction. Cards are cardboard though, so you need to be careful when you're playing with them. There are no card shuffling machines either, however the dealers are efficient and diligent in directing action. Honestly, beyond those nitpicks, I struggle to think of any criticism at all. It really has everything you want in a place like this. In terms of service, there's not much else I could recommend other than plastic cards and card shuffling machines. What really sets D1 apart from other rooms is it doesn't feel like it's just a vacuum cleaner there to suck up your money. Sure, it's a business, but it offers free drinks, food, and a casual, friendly atmosphere. The owners of D1 clearly want patrons to have a good time. I'm going to do it. For service and experience, 5 stars. 4. Rake and Rewards. With regard to D1 Casino, this category is a lot of fun to talk about. On the one hand, the cash games are ranked at 5%, which is fine. There is a cap of 15 euros, which is high for a 1-2 game. That said, there are a number of factors that do mitigate this. First, if between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. you win a hand with 2 red aces, the ace of diamonds, ace of hearts, the house will gift you 50 euros. If you flop a set of sevens, you'll also get to spin a money wheel. There's also a royal flush jackpot. It's only 1,000 euros, but it's there. Every time you win a pot worth more than 100 euros, you will get a special blue chip along with the pot. If you collect enough of these during the course of a month, like around 80, you will qualify for a free roll tournament exclusive to these cash game regs, where apparently the prize pool is substantial, around 6,500 euros. There's also a cash league that is even bigger. Every second month, if you've played at least 40 hours of cash games, you will qualify for a special tournament where the prize pool is often in excess of 20,000 euros. You get more chips starting the tournament depending on how many extra hours that you play. It's definitely worth your while. Obviously, I didn't get to stick around for it, but both staff and players say it's great and a real reward for loyalty should you choose to become a regular. Overall, the high cap is pretty punishing, but the money wheel and the red aces windfall plus the free roll all offsets this nicely. Not to mention the aforementioned free drinks and food. For Rake and Rewards, 3.5 stars. Okay, the rules and quirks. The theme you probably have so far is relaxed. Straddle, double straddle, Mississippi straddle, they're all permitted. Most other things are standard fare, except for one rule that will definitely trip you up. Uniquely, players are able to come into a hand between the small blind and the button. Not buying the button, mind you, it's an extra small blind that's paid, known as a guest. For that hand, there is 2 small blinds and a big blind. It doesn't happen all that often, but once you get used to it, it's okay and means that players aren't waiting to jump back in. Also, it's worth checking with staff when you're there what the latest rewards and offers are, because the 2 red aces and the set of sevens is true only at the time of recording. This could change as time goes on. In conclusion, poker at D1 Casino is a real joy. Only being able to play at night is a bit limiting, and the lack of tournament options will deter some viewers. But other than that, it's great in just about every way. So if you needed yet more excuses to visit beautiful Ireland or have a night off in Dublin while you're already there, you definitely won't regret a session at D1 Casino if you enjoy a relaxed, welcoming atmosphere. A solid 4 stars. We review new poker rooms regularly, so if you found value in this content, please hit the like and subscribe buttons because it's the only way YouTube knows this is the case. Also, please, if you have access to any Facebook groups or poker forums, consider sharing this video because getting more views is the only way we can create more content. In the meantime, have you been to D1 Casino in Dublin? If so, what did you think? Is there anything I've missed or recommendations you'd like to include? I'm sure everyone would appreciate it down below. If you want to check out more reviews, you can do so right now. Otherwise, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.